Hi, this is me, Dana. I just wanted to share with you some of my favorite layouts I have displayed in this album of mine. A lot of people get to see my haul videos and they never, ever, ever get to see my work. And I'm reporting live from my from my craft room. It's semi-clean. Semi. It's yeah, my desk is kind of can do some work. So anyways, I just wanted to share with you guys my favorite layouts. One of my favorite layouts is this one, and it says camera shy not. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I take a lot of selfies. So I just did a layout about that. This is a layout that I did of my son. I love that picture of him. And it just says, "This guy" is the title. And I use like fancy pants line for this. So, love that layout. This is a layout. Everyone says that he looks just like me. So I just did a layout and showed, you know, just very simple. Just very, very simple. And then over here is another layout of me, and I rarely smile. So I did an ombre effect on some of Heidi Swap's watercolor paper. I did black and then tinsel down at the bottom. So it's like a black and then it progresses down to gray. And just thought it went really well with those colors. And this is one of Maggie Holmes' lines. I'm not sure. I'm not Maggie Holmes. Dear Lizzie, not sure which one. This one is my firstborn. Just wanted to do something showcasing him. This one I use like glitz, wild and free. And my mom used to always call me a wild child. So I just used that. And I used one of her, mine actually, used one of the rollers and just lightly rolled it in white paint. And then over here, I had made my own spray inks, and this is actually just a test paper. And I was like, you know what? I should just use it, and I did. So, like the way that came out. This is actually one of my favorite layouts. I took this picture on the way to Key Lime Cove. We were going on a mini staycation, and I just love, love, love this picture. And then I had a stencil. I glittered out Illinois, and it just says "My kind of town Chicago is." And this is Amy Tangerine's cut and paste, I think. And over here is another, this bow got twisted, but I like it that way. It was actually straight, but I think I like it that way. This is another Dear Lizzie line. Not sure which one. Might be Polka Dot Party. And I glittered like half of the butterfly. And just used I like to, if you notice, I love to cluster embellishments. That's how I layer. That's my take on layering. And I splattered just some yellow mist. Why I chose yellow, don't ask me, but it went. So, if you notice, like all of my layouts have some type of cluster. This is one of my favorite lines, and I still use it. I'm not one of those people who I have to use everything new. I'm not like I call that like a scrapbook snob. I'm not like a scrapbook snob. Not calling people who, only have to use new stuff scrapbook snobs either. I'm just saying that I will use anything, whether it's old or if it's new. And I really like to mix old with new. This came off. I don't even remember where that was. think it was like somewhere over here. I'll fix that later. And as you can see, my signature, I love enamel dots and ink splatter. On almost every layout, you'll see some type of ink splatter and enamel dots. That's just my signature thing. And I just used some ribbon twine and just wrapped it around messy. I like messy, funky things. This is another one of my favorite layouts. It's of my daughter. I thought that she looked absolutely gorgeous. So I wanted to showcase this. And it says, my favorite girl. I only have one daughter, so she can be the favorite girl because she's the only. So, and again, there's the ink splattering and enamel dots. That's like my signature thing. I love to, splatter inks around. I just recently did this layout. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I showed this in a haul video. This is another one of my favorite layouts. I use another one of those, the roller. Where is it? Let me just grab one out. I just used one of the rollers. Just one of the rollers, and I just rolled through paint. I squeezed the paint like a big glob it was a mess. I used a big glob of paint. I don't think I'll do that again. I think I'll actually roll it in the paint, but I just squeezed the glob of paint out on the piece of paper. It took forever to dry. I had to let it dry 24 hours, and just used a bunch of Heidi Swapp. I love Heidi Swapp. I love Maggie Holmes, Amy Tangerine, Dear Lizzie, anything basically by Crepe Paper. Those are my favorite companies, and I love Glitz too. This is another embellishment overload. I used some templates with like a feather template, and I hate that it's one of those things where I covered it up because you don't get the chance to see. All you see is one feather. And it's actually forest spray. You can see a little bit of the feather. And I used, I'm going to actually do this in the art journal. I actually used 4 different gelatos. This isn't watercolor, but when you use water to activate your gelatos, it looks like watercolor. So just my signature cluster. I love to cluster embellishments. That's just what I do. And I like to, I don't care about ripping my paper and making it look aged. I'm on the fence about this layout. This is one of those, I'm not sure I like it. And then look, this fell down. This is actually supposed to go there. But, that's why most of it is covered up, because this was the feather roller stamp like this. And I don't know, you can see that some of them are feathers, but not most of them. So, and then there's my signature cluster of embellishments. I don't know why, I just like to bunch them up, and that fun actually goes up there. So I'll fix that later. This one is a lot of fun. I like to play with thread, and this layout I used Maggie Holmes Flea Market. That's one of her frames, and mostly all the embellishments on here is all Maggie Holmes. That's like a Maggie Holmes Project Life card. The arrow is actually a wood veneer. You Go Girl, I don't know if that was Maggie Holmes, but mostly everything in here was Maggie Holmes. I love, love, love. You probably seen that in quite a few layouts. I love this gold glitter tape. I'm just addicted to it. I'm addicted to gold, way before it became a trend. I use it a lot. This one just says Selfie Fun, and I had a lot of fun with this. I had some old rosette trim that I wanted to use up, and I just embellishment overload again. So it's another one of my favorite layouts. This one here is, it just says, remember, be amazing today. I just like to be simple, and this is sometimes I get crazy, but, and guess what, guys? There's no ink splatter or enamel dots in this layout. So, this is Heidi Swapp, another one of my favorites. I love her acetate words, so. And then over here, I just did this layout. I just finished it up today. I used this wood veneer. And as you see, I did like a cluster of layout. A cluster of embellishments. Most of this is the Dear Lizzie line, but of course that gold tape is from Maggie Holmes. This is Maggie Holmes. This is Amy Tangerine. And then all these little gold embellishments that you see, they are actually, oh, that's Maggie Holmes. That's crepe paper, love notes. That the vellum is Maggie Holmes. But most of the other stuff, I know I've said like 20 different companies. These gold things are all me and my big ideas. So this one is very simple, again, and it has my signature ink splatter. I just take a brush and just let it drip. I stick it straight into the ink. I used to just flick it, but I don't like the effect that I got. And I like big splatter. So, and I got paint all on my nails, and that's why I rarely get my nails done. This layout is of my doggy, Goldie, and it's an older layout, and I just decided to stick it in this album. This layout is of my men in my life. It's my husband and my son when he graduated 8th grade. Actually, he's getting ready to graduate high school, this same kid here. And my other son is grown, guys. He'll be 22 this year. So, and no ink splatter or enamel dots. But I did use brads and a book plate. Sometimes I like to, use old stuff. And I got this from a friend. It was just a big old toothpick with a heart. And I used it. So, this one is of my niece and my daughter. She's way bigger than that now. But I love the picture, and I decided to go ahead and scrapbook it. And I just sprayed a regular white doily gold. No, I didn't. I have this, I guess it's a rub. I don't know how to explain it. I'm going to pause it and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I honestly don't know what I did with it, but it's just like a little case of, it's like a creamy like substance, and I just stick my finger in it and I just like went over this whole thing and made it gold. It was white, but I need to find that because that's like one of my favorite mediums that I use. So I don't know. And my cat is just like really sugar. She's making all this noise. So back to the layout. This is another older layout, but I still loved it. And I put it in my, and look, you see my handwriting. I hate my handwriting. So I hardly ever put it in my albums. So, and this was like a while ago, and I used when Glimmer Mist was like my favorite mist ever, and I just like mist it over the whole paper, so you won't see like any ink splatter or anything. And look, oh my God, guys, this is like the old Making Memories canvas like embellishments on here. This is a really old layout, and that's a Brad. So over here, my son Jario, that's his graduation picture. Let me fix this. This is gonna bug me. It's a black bow. This layout was really fun. It's very simple. It has my signature, ink splatter. And this is back when I was using a dripper, like one of those medicine drippers, because I wanted everything to be precise. I still use it from time to time when I want like a specific look. But I glazed over this with some, what is it called? You know what I'm talking about, the glossy accents. And it's just a simple layout. And this is like my favorite stamp ever. Oh my God. I used to use this stamp over and over and over again. I was like, you know what? I'm going to have to stop using it. I just like how the numbers are not complete. You see how the 2 is like, has some parts missing, 4, 5, 1. You know, they're not complete numbers, and 0. Love it. And I used to use that stamp over and over. I was like, you know what, let me stop using it. I got sick of seeing it myself, so I know other people were sick of seeing it. This is just the layout that I had so much fun making with the paint. Most of the time I use my fingers for everything. And that's when I was like really into using like the toilet paper roll and, you know, just trying to use duct tape, use all different type of mediums in my scrapbooks. So, and this is when I graduated from college. I actually graduated in December. I was still pregnant, but they didn't, you know, have a ceremony for December. So I, you know, a couple of weeks after I had Jure, that's Jure, and that's my hubby. 3 kids later, I graduated college. So, you know, for anyone who tells you you can't do it, don't believe it. You know, I was 17 when I got pregnant, 18 when I had my first child, finished college. It was 2 years later, but I still finished. So, you know, you can do anything you set your mind to. My grandmother had a saying, a baby doesn't stop, no show. So that's why my it says mission accomplished. I was very proud. This is a picture of my mom and her 2 granddaughters. And there's my signature cluster. This is an older layout. Back in the day when, do you guys remember Scrap and Style TV? Well, I got this kit from Scrap and Style, and, you know, I just used it. That's when I was hardly ever used washi tape. I don't even think it was out. I added washi tape to this layout a while later after I made it, and I was mostly using ribbon. So this is actually my favorite layout ever. I did this one of my daughter on Easter. And this is actually like K & Company. Can you see that? Let me flip it up. That's before washi tape was even out, guys. This is like some type of fabric tape. And then I used ribbon. And that's when I was flower and butterfly crazy. So. And I didn't know about ink splatter. So, look, I just like sprayed it. So, and then that's when I used to, that was another one of my old signatures, was to just take my finger and gesso and just rub it on the bottom of the layout or the top. Over here, I'm not sure if I like this layout either. We're coming to the end, guys. These are just my favorite layouts. I'm not going to bore you with all of them. I'm not sure. I go on the fence back and forth. My son is in football, and that's his number, 34, same as Walter Payton. Woohoo! And I just wanted to do a layout on him, and it's just called Tough Guy. Hey, Tough Guy is what it says. And it's just embellishment overload. And Here, I didn't do ink splatter either. I sprayed it, you know, to make it look dirty. That was like the thing I was going for. So, these are just a few of my layouts. I'm going to try Project Life. I don't want it to feel like homework. That's one of the reasons why I haven't gotten into it. But I'm going to try it, or at least try to do a Project Life style layout. So I just wanted to show you that all I do, I mean, I just don't shop. I actually use my stuff. I mean, even though it doesn't look like it, doesn't look like I use it. I mean, I've got stuff everywhere, you know. My whole craft room, I've got like one of the things missing. It doesn't look like I use a lot of stuff, but I do. And I'm going to start even using it more because I'm going to stop buying for a little while. So that is my layouts, guys. I just wanted to share this with you. I hope you enjoyed this video and you guys have a great day. Happy scrapping. Bye.